Hi, this is Dina for Splitcoaststampers. In this video, I've got a piano-shaped card that props up like a little grand piano. You will find this printable template over on the photo tutorial page, and you'll need to print that out on white cardstock. That will give you the shape template for the card and two little keyboard pieces that you can cut out. This actually should print on a half sheet of cardstock if you want to conserve paper. You'll need a sheet of black cardstock for a classic grand piano. I have a quarter sheet here, and I'm going to trace the template, which should fit just right for you if you line up from the bottom left corner. And then I'm cutting just inside that traced line. It's a pretty simple curve to follow. For the card base, I have a half sheet of cardstock, 5.5 by 8.5 inches, and I scored at 4 1/4 and folded that over right in half. And then I'm going to trace the template again, lining up from the bottom left corner with the fold on the left. And I'll cut that piece in the same way, just inside the traced line to create my card base. The template has some dotted guidelines on it. The horizontal one is 1 inch from the bottom, and the vertical line is 2.5 inches from the left, and those are just for your reference. On the card front panel, I'm going to score at 1 inch from the bottom. On the card base, I need a line there too, just on the front side, but instead of folding, I'm going to cut that section away. Set it aside, don't toss it, because we're going to use that piece later. On that front panel, I also want to make a score line at 2.5 inches from the fold, and that line will be parallel to the fold and give us the easel structure to prop up the lid of the piano. So score there and crease that line into a mountain fold. The next step is to cut out a keyboard for the piano. So trim one of those graphics to 3/4 inch high by 4 inches long and layer it onto the piece that we cut away from the card base, which is 1 inch by 4 1/4. I used a piece of craft foam to pop that little panel up. You can use foam tape or more cardstock under it, or just glue it directly to the inside of your card, up to you. I just lined it up right at the bottom of the inside of the card. Back to the card front. Fold this scored section up and burnish the fold down, and I didn't glue it down at this point because I was thinking I might want some of my die cuts to tuck in behind it, so wait to glue it down until you've made all those decisions. This piece is going to glue onto the front of the base, just on the left side of the score line that we made. So you'll want to add your glue to the base directly to make sure no glue goes past the score line. We need that other section to be able to fold down. The next thing we need is a prop for our easel stand. I'm using a button, but you can pop up a die cut or another embellishment inside there. I don't like naked buttons, so what I'm doing here is threading a tiny strip of cardstock through the holes, and that little strip will also help the buttons stick down as well. I'm leaving that to dry with my reverse tweezers, and I'll decorate the front while I'm gone as well. You can decorate the top of your piano however you wish. I used some die cuts and a sentiment strip. And to display the card, I'll just tuck the little flap under the edge of the button and lay it down, and the top props up like a little grand piano. If you don't want to make an easel card, you can skip that scoring step and just make a shaped card like this. Or you can use the piano shape for the card front and leave the back uncut. Several options, and these will all be in the gallery at splitcoaststampers.com. Thank you so much for watching.